Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. For those that are new, my name is Nelly. I wasn't planning on recording this video because it's normally a topic I don't speak about, and I thought maybe I should just record it anyway. I just needed to pour my heart out there. Maybe somebody can give me a tip on how to go about it. You know, when you hear from somebody else's point of view, it gives you that food for thought. So I thought I should record it anyway. You know, a time comes when you are faced with challenges in life, especially if you don't have other siblings, or even if you do have siblings, but you are faced with those challenges where you have to take that responsibility. What do you do when you have to take care of a sick person? Maybe it could be a parent or a child or even a spouse or even somebody that is close to you. During the holidays, I went to take care of my sick mom. Walking has become very difficult for her, even though her brain is perfectly fine, 100% fine. She has 2 care workers working for her, and while I was there, I noticed that she's got a favorite. The one who's listed a favorite was shouted all the time, even when she did everything right. Watching all that really weighed me down, because no matter how much I spoke to her about it, she didn't care because she didn't like her. She had made up her mind, and that really drained me. It wasn't easy, it was emotionally exhausting. What do you do when you are thrown out in the deep end to do something that you've never done before? I believe taking care of an elderly person, it needs patience, and you need to be emotionally prepared as well to do that. You know, some patients can be very difficult. I really appreciate nurses and co-workers. You need to have that heart for that. That is why God has given us different talents. Some are able to do that and some are not. It's a very difficult job to do, especially if you don't know what you're doing, like me. The other day I was watching a video by Kizzy Rock. She was explaining how you can move a patient who's in bed without even moving them. I just thought to myself, I wish I had watched this video. The way she explained it, it made it so simple, even though in the physical, it's very difficult. So what do you do when you have to take care of an elderly person that is very difficult, self-centered and angry, who's also your parent? No matter how much you tell them, they're always right. And when you tell her that whatever she's doing is wrong, she finds every chance to remind you that you're her daughter. So you have to side with her, whether she's right or wrong. I mean, really. From a person that was fit, who used to move around and go shopping whenever she wanted to, even when she didn't really need to. It's quite depressing that now she knows that her world has suddenly shrunk right in front of her eyes. And she has to depend on these people for everything that she needs to do. It's quite depressing. She's stuck with these strangers every day, and that gets her angry. I can understand that. But what about the people that are looking after her? Maybe she feels like they don't really take care of her. They're just there for a paycheck. But it's also wrong to be angry with the people that are looking after you. She has not accepted that she needs help. She would take out all her anger on these ladies and remind them that if she wasn't sick, she wouldn't need them. Of course, you wouldn't need them. But at this point in time, you do need them. The fact that she's losing control when all her life she was in control, I can understand that, and I really don't blame her, because I was thrown in the deep end as well, and I saw another side of my mom, which I didn't know about. So how I used to go on with my day, if you find yourself in that kind of environment where you feel like it's emotionally exhausting for you, what I did is, when I wake up in the morning, I'll pray for God for 3 things. 1, I'll pray for peace so that the day can be less stressful. Then take a deep breath and go and see my mom in her room. And the next thing, when she starts complaining, I'll be praying in tongues in my heart. I will just keep quiet and I won't even answer her. Because once you answer her, it boils up into an argument. So it's best to just keep quiet. And the third thing that I did is, whenever she starts complaining, I will filter everything that comes out from her mouth and just let it go. And that made my day easier, because at times I couldn't even pray. It was too stressful. Sometimes when a person has suffered a stroke, when you look at them, they don't look sick. And I felt like her brain was 100% okay. Because when we had our normal conversations, She remembers everything. I felt guilty that every day I committed a sin. I kept piling those sins. Eventually, I was suffocating. My sins were suffocating me. The sins of siding with my mom every day, knowing that what she was doing is wrong. I felt like I was pleasing my parent in order for her to feel better, even though I knew what she was doing is wrong. And I felt this conviction in me every time I prayed to God. Eventually, I couldn't take it. So how do you pray when emotionally you're not in the right space? Ephesians 6 talks about we should honor our parents, and parents as well. They also have to play their part when it comes to their children. So how far can you go guiding your heart in order not to say things that you'll end up regretting? Sometimes we do that to people, even though you know that you're drowning inside. You tell yourself that as long as they're happy. What about you? Because you tell yourself you need to honor your parents. That's a lie, because deep down in your heart, you are drowning inside for the sake of honoring your parents. When your parent is wrong, the truth needs to be told. You can't keep siding with them when you know that they're wrong. It won't benefit lying to yourself just because they're your parents. I know the truth hurts, and truth has to be told at the end of the day. Sometimes sick people can manipulate the situation as well. As much as we love them, you also have to take care of yourself if you're looking after a sick person. Otherwise, stress will creep in. When stress creeps in, how are you going to look after this person? As long as the situation doesn't change, they won't be happy. Even when they are happy, it's short-lived. So where do you draw a line as a person looking after a sick person? Where do you draw a line? I believe that when you are taking care of a sick person, especially if it's your parent as well, you need to have that conversation with them, whether they like it or not, and be honest with yourself. I'm not telling you this because I'm hating on her. I just want to heal as well, because it's really emotionally draining. And I think you also need to know your limitations as well. How far can you go? So let me know if you've been in the same situation, because I need those tips. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. God bless you.